And there's like it's like a blast of from childhood between those two flavors, honestly. Like, it's definitely an insult and a bit of an assault if you aren't like ready for that kind of combination, but it's really good. And I love the crunch from the granola. Oh, sorry. Merry meet and welcome. Today we're going to be taking on Rachel's dried fruit and granola parfait. The main thing we're going to be talking about is the granola, and we're not going to follow it exactly like this. It's more about making it a staple and like what you can use that you already have in your pantry. So with that, let's get started. Merry meet again. So we have here essentially the base for any granola recipe, and then the rest you can really play around with. And so we have some oats here that has some like a dash of salt in it. We're doing about half the recipe, so this is about 2 cups. And anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in this cinnamon. Cinnamon technically isn't also needed, but I think it'll just help balance out any other flavor and help you give that sweetness. And then as always, I like to give dry ingredients a little mix. I always like using a whisk for this because I just think it like helps distribute them a little bit better. But I'm actually going to be using a different spoon. Why am I explaining that part? I don't know, just to talk, I guess. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and add our melted coconut oil. This is about 4 tablespoons or a 1/4 cup. Fun fact, if that is how many tablespoons are in a 1/4 cup. So 4. So if you're ever like needing to do some math, you can use that as your base. Anyway, same thing of we're using agave syrup, but you can use maple syrup or any kind of sugary sweetness syrup that you're wanting. We're going to go ahead, mix this now here. Just a little bit. We're not going to do it completely, and now we're going to add in a little bit more stuff. So the only like dried berries I have are goji berries, so we're going to mix that in here. So you can tell I'm getting towards the bottom, so they're a little clumped. You can do like 3 tablespoons of each of these, and then just like maybe on the nuts you would want to add a little bit more to like 1/2 cup instead of a couple tablespoons, but essentially I'm just going by eye. And then I also have hemp seeds. I love adding this to granola bars because I really just feel like it adds a lot of extra protein. And then as always, our surplus of chia seeds. So and then I have some pumpkin seeds that I'm going to use. I also have flax seeds, but she kind of has just like 4 add-ins, so I was like, I'll just do 4 myself. And then yeah, our oven is preheating at 375, and we'll bake this for maybe like 20 minutes. Essentially we're cooking the oats so like they turn that like little bit of golden. And then this is granola. It's not meant to be granola bars. If you wanted granola bars, you probably could just add more liquid to this to help it stick together, and that would probably work. Or instead of like, you can use like an egg substitute of some kind. Oh, I think people use bananas a lot when they're doing like granola bars. But yeah, so you can kind of tell like as the oats are getting all this stuff, they're getting more shifted in. I'm gonna add some more hemp seeds just because I can. I didn't really add like as much as she said to, because I don't really have a lot of nuts. I have more seeds. But I will add some more. You really can use this in any form, because I also like use like literally the same ingredients, just like different quantities to make oatmeal cookies. Like I just add more syrup, honestly. Okay, so feeling good about that. We have our pan here. We're just gonna scoop this all out on here. I'm gonna spread it out. So, oh, as I was saying, it's granola, so like it is reasonable for it to be like, oh my gosh, words, I'm so sorry. It's reasonable to have this be crumbly because we're not really looking for it to like hold together, so you don't have to shape it or anything if you want, but if you can lick the spoon, I assure you it is delicious. So we'll just go ahead, bake this, and then we'll just assemble. This obviously is going to be more than just the one parfait that we're making, so it's again a really great meal prep item too, to just have on hand, and you can put onto like other oatmeal yogurt as we're going to be doing today, and then also like any kind of like if you have like brown rice cereal or anything like that too. So we'll catch you soon. Merry meet again. So here we are with our granola, and for me I did end up needing to cook it about 20 minutes, but definitely just want to check in on your granola about halfway through depending on how much you're cooking and whatnot. Mine could have been more spread out and I could have cooked it in less time is my point. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So we have we have our yogurt. We're doing So Delicious dairy-free coconut milk. So with their ice cream, it was very much, oh, let me open this, hold on. With their ice cream, it very much was still had the coconut flavor to it. So for this, I did want to get a flavored one past just like vanilla, that way in case it was very coconutty it would be fine. And then what's funny is I normally actually put coconut shreds in my granola and I didn't this time, so you know, maybe a little bit foresight there. I really didn't plan that far, but yeah, so let's go ahead. I'm just using this whole thing here. And then I once heard a fact that yogurt is actually best as a dinner item because it actually helps your gut with digestion, and that's why like for some people it really doesn't agree with them in the morning. But yeah, so I don't know, do that with that what you will. I haven't really looked and researched into that, but yes, so we have that. And it did smell a little coconutty, but now that it's like mixed and like come out, the other flavors are coming through, so I think it'll be fine. And then we have, of course, our lemon curd, which will be linked below, and as always, shake it up, but still holding strong and delicious. So it is going to be, of course, that like little bit of like liquid and buttery, but we are here to go ahead and add it. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm very tired, but I'm also very excited. I'm just layering these things. Thanks for being here, guys. Okay, so we have the lemon curd, and now we're just gonna go ahead and top with some granola. And then I don't have any fresh fruit today, so I'm gonna be generous with my granola because I can. And yeah, because this is like not even all of it, this is just like a third. I'm reusing these containers, and so very exciting. But yeah, fresh fruit would be really good, any kind you want, and there's your parfait. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite with the lemon curd, see just how good this is. Okay. I love it with the mix of like the lemon with the strawberry banana is so good. And there's like it's like a blast from childhood between those two flavors, honestly. Like it's definitely an insult and a bit of an insult if you aren't like ready for that kind of combination, but it's really good. And I love the crunch from the granola. Oh, sorry, love the crunch from the granola. And so anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.